My girlfriend said, I'm dogsitting, don't call. I checked the pet cam, her feed was dark. The building fob log showed her exit at 9, not dawn. A rideshare receipt hit our inbox, drop at his loft. A neighbor sent DM screenshots, 2 drinks, 1 room, her laugh is hand. I 31 male, do routing for a delivery company in Columbus, Ohio. I rent a 1-bedroom near the short north. Her name is Kara. We have been together a year. We talked about moving in. My best friend is Trevor. My sister is Elise. That is my circle. Kara said her coworker needed a dog sitter. She said one night only. She packed a small bag and a hoodie. She kissed me and said, I'm dogsitting, do not call. She added a heart. I said okay. I put pasta on the stove and turned on a game. I checked the pet cam link she had sent me weeks ago when she watched the same dog. Owners keep cameras over the crate and food bowls. The feed was dark. It usually shows a little blue light in the corner. I refreshed. Nothing. I opened our building app. You can request your own fob logs. It helps when packages go missing. I had set up alerts last month. At 9, the system pinged. Kara's fob exited our garage. No re-entry. She had told me she would be at the coworker's place all night. Our shared inbox dinged. We use it for receipts, work and home. A rideshare email landed. Pick up near our block. Drop at a Loft building by the river. I know that street. Dylan lives there. Dylan is Kara's ex. I stared at the screen and felt a thin line of heat run from my chest to my hands. Then my hands cooled. I opened a new note and wrote the time. I screenshotted the rideshare map. I saved the fob alert. I refreshed the pet cam again. Still dark. A neighbor messaged me on social. She said she saw Kara at a bar near the river. She said she did not want to be in the middle. She only thought I should know. She sent 2 DM screenshots she grabbed before the story vanished. Kara and Dylan at a high table. Her laugh. His hand at her waist. A caption from a friend. Old flame, same spark. I saved both. I put the pasta in Tupperware. I turned off the TV. I sat with the facts. Dogsitting. Dark pet cam. Fob out at 9. Rideshare to Dylan's loft. DMs from a neighbor. Update 1. I called Trevor. He knows my quiet voice. He said, write everything. Do not argue through text. He was right. I opened a notebook and wrote a clean timeline in short lines. I taped the screenshots next to the times. I called the Loft front desk and asked a calm question. I said I had a rideshare receipt with their address and wanted to confirm their visitor policy. The attendant said guests must be buzzed in or signed in. He said they have cameras in the lobby. He did not give names. I thanked him. I texted Kara at 10. How is the dog? She replied. Asleep, sweet boy. I looked at the dark pet cam feed and felt my jaw clench. I did not accuse. I wrote her words in the notebook. I slept badly. My phone lit the room at dawn. Kara wrote, heading home after a long night. The dog peed on the rug. The fob log pinged at 7. Re-entry. She walked in with coffee and a messy bun and a soft smile. She smelled like a cologne I do not wear. I asked how the night went. She said the dog whined. She said she slept on a couch. She said she had 2 coffees in the morning to survive. She hugged me. I hugged her back like I hugged a coat I might return. I went to work and moved vans on a screen. My hands did not shake. Near noon, our shared inbox pinged again. A second rideshare receipt hit. Dylan's loft to a coffee shop near our place. Same time Kara said she left the dogsitting. I saved it. I breathed slow. At lunch I walked to our property office. I asked the manager for my personal fob log from the last day. He printed it. He asked if everything was okay. I said I needed it for a timeline. He nodded. He has seen things. He added a property manager notice on my unit. No key release to anyone but me. I signed it. I called the coworker whose dog this was. I got her number from Kara's Instagram months ago when they posted a dog photo. I asked if she was the owner. She said yes. I asked if Kara watched the dog last night. She paused. Then she said no. She said her sister had the dog this week. She sounded confused. I did not want her in our mess. I thanked her and hung up. I ended that update with one action. I printed the fob log, the rideshare receipts, and the DMs. I put them in a folder named Dogsitting. Update 2. I asked Kara to meet me at a park after work. Public, quiet. She came in leggings and a sweatshirt and a face that said she was not scared. I sat on a bench. I set my phone on my knee. I kept my voice even. I asked 3 questions. First, were you at your coworker's watching the dog last night? She said yes. I said I called the owner and she said her sister had the dog. Kara blinked. She said the plan changed last minute. I asked for the sister's name. She said she forgot. Second, Did you go to Dylan's loft? She said no. I showed the rideshare receipts. Pick up near our block, drop at his building, then a return ride to a coffee shop near our place. Her face went flat. She said she met him in the lobby to return a book. She said she never went upstairs. She said I am reading too much into logistics. Third, why was the pet cam dark? She said the owners unplugged it to save power. She said I was acting like a cop. I put the fob log on the bench between us. Out at 9. In at 7, I put the DM screenshots next to it. Her laugh, his hand. She looked at them, then at me, like she had a speech. She said it was harmless. She said I am insecure. She said I push her away when I act like this. I asked to see her messages with Dylan for the last month. I said phones on the table. We scroll together. She said no. Privacy. She said she deleted the thread because I get jealous. That line told me everything. I stood up and said I needed space. I said I would stay with Trevor for a few nights. I said do not touch my documents. She laughed and said I was dramatic. She walked away fast. I stayed on the bench until my pulse slowed. Trevor opened his door before I knocked. He handed me a spare key and a pillow. He let me sit in silence. It helped. The next morning, our shared inbox sent an automated weekly summary. It listed 2 merchants Kara used with the joint card. A bar near Dylan's loft, and a boutique hotel that offers hourly rooms in the afternoon. The amounts were small but loud. I saved the summary. I called the card company and froze the card. I asked for separate cards going forward. Alyssa called me on her break. She is a nurse. She listens with a calm that steadies me. I told her the facts, not my rage. She said, "You are not crazy." Then she asked if I had eaten. I had not. I made toast while we talked. I added something new to the plan. I emailed a small firm a friend used for a lease issue. Ms. Bennett replied within the hour. She offered a short consult. We talked. She told me to set lines in writing and to keep my records tight. She drafted a short letter that asked Kara to stop using the joint card for personal charges, to return my spare key, to schedule a time to collect her things if we separated, and to stop posting about me. It was calm. No heat. We sent it. Kara replied to my text later. "You froze the card. You are petty." I wrote one line back. Would talk with phones on the table or not at all. Update 3. Our property office called me. The manager said a man came by asking for a spare key to my unit. He gave only a first name, Dylan. He said Kara told him to help grab her bag. The office denied the request and logged the attempt. They emailed me the note. I printed it and added it to the folder. My stomach dropped, then steadied. This is why notices exist. A new message hit my inbox that afternoon. A building security clip from the Loft manager, who had my email from a delivery mix-up months ago, came by mistake. It was intended for a tenant. It showed the lobby at night. 2 people entered the elevator. The back of Kara's hoodie. Dylan's cap. I did not ask for it. I did not share it. I wrote the time down. I looked at my folder. It was too big for a 1-week mess. Kara posted a black screen on her story. Some men love control more than love. No names. People can count. Bennett sent a short email asking her to stop posting about me. The story came down within an hour. I met Kara at a diner the next day. I chose daylight. I chose a public place. I brought the folder but kept it zipped. I asked once more for her phone. Messages with Dylan. She said she deleted them. I asked if she wanted to try counseling. She said she does not do therapy for small things. She said she wanted a clean slate. She asked me to drop it. I told her I was ending it. I did not yell. I said I would not post. I said we would divide what we bought together. I said I would not fight over a couch. I said I wanted my documents, my tools, and the headboard I built. She stared at the table, then at me. She said I was weak. She said Dylan never made her feel policed. I said goodbye. The next day she came by to pick up her clothes with the office manager present. Elise sat with me. We labeled 3 bins: closet, bath, desk. Kara kept her eyes on the floor. She took plants and a box of letters. She left a mug she once said she loved. At the door she asked if I would regret this. I said no. I value peace. 2 days later a charge hit the frozen card anyway. A rideshare in the middle of the day. It went through before the freeze. I filed a small claims case for the unauthorized charges from the bar in that ride. Not revenge. A line. The judge asked 2 questions. Did she have permission to use the joint card for those personal items? No. Did I put her on notice to stop? Yes. He awarded the amounts and the filing fee. Small money. Clear boundary. Dylan texted me from a new number. You are holding her back. I blocked it. I did not save it. The folder was heavy enough. I did not need his words. I started running in the morning. 3 slow loops around Goodale Park. My head felt less crowded after. I took the dark pet cam out of my bookmarks. I deleted the Loft number. I kept the fob alerts for my own use. Elise sent me a photo of her kids drawing on the porch. She said, "Family night, you in?" I went. We ate pizza and drew clouds. I forgot about inboxes for a whole hour. Final update, Weeks made space. The refunds from court landed. Ms. Bennett closed my file with a short email. You kept your part steady. I paid her invoice. I put the receipt in the folder. Then I moved the folder to a drawer. It did not need to sit on my table. Trevor and I started playing pickup at a small gym on Tuesdays. We are not great. We laugh. Sweating helps. Kara messaged once. I am sorry. I was lonely. I wanted to feel something. I typed a paragraph. I deleted it. I sent 2 words. Be well. She did not reply. I made rules for future me. If a partner says dog sitting, I say good luck and bring treats sometimes. And I will ask about the dog in real time. If the pet cam is dark and a rideshare leads to an ex's loft, I do not explain it away. If someone says privacy when the truth would fix the room, I hear the alarm. If a person tries to get a key to my place without me, I keep the notice and lock the door. I do not hate Kara. I miss Sunday pancakes and her habit of singing wrong lyrics. I do not miss the fog in my chest when screens told a different story than her mouth. I pick clear air. I moved the couch to face the window. I bought a small plant and set it on the sill. It leans toward the light. I keep it watered. It keeps living. I still wrote Vans all day. I like it. Lines become paths. Paths get packages to people on time. It is plain work. It makes sense. On a walk by the river, I passed Dylan's building. I did not look in. I do not need to see who rides the elevator. I watched a kid feed ducks and a couple argue about nothing. The city rolled forward. If you are hearing this with a knot in your stomach and a story in your ear that does not match your screen, hear me. Write the time. Save the receipt. Ask one clean question. If the answer bends the facts, believe the facts. Keep your voice low. Set your lines in daylight. If you need to, file the small case. It is not about dollars. It is about naming what happened and choosing calm. I keep my spare key with Elise now. The property notice stays on file. The joint card is closed. My minutes are simple. I run, I work, I eat with Trevor. I take my mom to lunch on Sundays when she is free. We talk about yard sales and the weather. Peace looks like that for me. I trust myself more than I did. I will trust a future partner too. Not blindly. Not with a folder ready on day one. With eyes open and words that match acts. At night I lock my door. I drink tea. I sleep through till morning. I wake with a clear head. I step into a day that belongs to me. I keep it.